So we all have this corner in our garage that just kind of collects stuff. Ours is collecting fishing poles. So let's solve that problem. So I have scrap cedar, it's tongue and groove cedar from a job I was working on. And I'm just cutting them down like 5 pieces the same size. And then just kind of guesstimating a good size for the sides. You'll see this all come together here in a minute. So I'm going to cut the tongues off of one of the mating boards. So I kind of set the saw up and rip those off. And then I'm going to make an adjustment to the saw and cut the grooves off the other mating board. And that way I just have clean edges. And then on one of them, which I'm going to use as the ledger, I'm cutting the tongue and the groove off. So that's what I'm doing here. So this is how the tongue and groove go together, if you've never seen that before. Welcome to Earth. So I saw how this fishing poles were displayed in a sporting goods store. And they just had holes on the top and then an angled piece underneath it, and the tension from the bottom of the pole hitting the angled piece held it tight in the hole. So that's what I'm going to do here. So I'm just marking out every 4 inches just to give enough clearance for the reels, because we store everything with the reel on it. And then I'm offsetting it by 2 inches, and you can see me carry the lines through. Just to keep things consistent, I'm marking the edge, a distance from the edge, so they all are uniform. Now let's go to the drill press and we'll drill all the holes. Okay, time for some assembly. You'll see kind of how this is going together here. So I glue and nail the ledger to one of the pieces with holes, and then just do the tongue and groove on the other. Clamp that up. And then I clamp up one side and the other side. This is going to be the diagonal piece. And we'll let the glue dry. So I measured the reels to the end of the fishing pole on what I have, and that's kind of what I'm measuring there. And then I just cut a little bevel there to give it some design element, and putting in the diagonal piece at 45 using my speed square there. And I'm going to drill some pilot holes, and we're going to blue screw this to the concrete. So I'll mark my first hole and drill it with my hammer drill, and then find out where the second hole goes and drill that, and boom, it's on there. Now all the fishing poles are organized, they don't fall over, and hopefully they don't collect cobwebs. So this wood here was in the house when we moved in. There's shelves for something that's no longer here. So I didn't really have to cut anything down, but I did drill a lot of pocket holes, which you'll see here. I'm putting them in for the top and the bottom and make the case. And then the short pieces that you'll see that I'm using for a ledger in the back, I just ripped down 2 of the shelves to create those pieces for the ledger. So then the shelves will be inset on the case. And here I'm putting the ledgers in, and this is what I'm going to use to screw it to the wall. And then there's the short shelves going in, just making sure everything's square to the case and to the table. So many pocket holes. And the idea with the shelves is we have a lot of just different little fishing gear because we live by a river and by the ocean, so there's different stuff. There's the blue screws, and over the wall we go, moving some stuff around and loading it up. So that's how we organize the fishing gear.